questions if there are some questions, please.
I'm sure I'm prepared her to say good things about it.
So, Frank, yes, Naz.
I have a question for the first speaker.
Zafar Saab, if you can. Shanaz.
So, Professor Saab, you mentioned about how protected and managed are the Hindu temple charitable endowment funds contained amongst Hindu religion, especially in South India. And I don't know, 2 weeks ago there was a big news about that too. I agree to you to some extent that Government of India has been neglecting the many Muslim problems. To me, it doesn't matter whether the Waqf board consists of low-level or low-caste Muslims as long as they are honest. So I want you to comment or shed some light on the corruption in the Waqf board. It's sad to read all these news articles about the corruption that's been going on. And especially one of the examples, Ambani. I don't know, I read that it was built on a Waqf land.
His Bombay house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you for your concern. And question has been asked, then that is my reward. You said that it doesn't matter for you if the officers in the Waqf board are of low level or of high level. But there I would recommend to go more deep and research more deeply and then form an opinion. Because the level of the officer who is working 8 hours for managing 500,000 Waqf properties, there are 28 officers in 28 Waqf boards of India and 1 central Waqf council. Do they have any parallel level in the government of India? That is all that matters in the working of the government of India, unfortunately. But that is the reality to which I am also on your side, that it doesn't matter for me, but then it does matter even if I and you like it or not. Because I'll tell you, I have been in the government of India. Suppose I tell my PA that please connect to such and such officer in the ministry and I have a word with him. His PA will pick up the other fellows and will ask you, okay, what is the level of the officer whose PA you are? And he will say that he is joint secretary. Suppose he says he is joint secretary. Joint secretary is head of the department level, quite senior. Then he will ask which batch of IAS. On the basis of that, it will be decided whether he should first pick up the phone or I should first pick up the phone. That is the deeply ingrained, very unfortunate level of bureaucracy, and that is all that matters. And because the Waqf boards of the CEOs of the Waqf board and the secretary of the Central Council, they have no level described anywhere so far. Because of the Structure Committee, because of perseverance by us, with difficulty, they have given the lowest level now in the present bill, that is Under Secretary to the government. And you will be astonished to know that his counterpart in the Hindu organization, Hindu government departments and the boards in different states is the Secretary to the Government of India, the highest level. Highest. You can imagine if the Secretary to the Government of India, Secretary to the state government says this has to be done, that has to be done, that's an order, that's a law. That's the reality at the ground level. But if the same order is being given by a person who has no level at all, it doesn't matter. That is why more than half of the waqf properties are under encroachment, because this is number one. Number two, about the corruption. Corruption is an international and a national phenomenon. Hardly any government department, any other area, even private life is, you will find that it's corruption free. Hardly any. It depends upon how one defines corruption. But then it's not corruption free. So that is a common factor. Of course, everything should be done, and you perhaps would be reading in the newspapers and hearing in the media that these days that is the uppermost concern of the government, of the public life in India, of the parliament, etc. Even the last session was stalled because of the corruption. A minister had to lay down his office also because of the corruption. The Chief Vigilance Commissioner had to be shunted out because of the corruption, etc., etc. So that is a matter of concern, definitely yes. But then if the officer of a particular level are corrupt or not corrupt, that should not be a factor for deciding the level of the officer who will work there. Does that answer your all queries?
I think it's very well. Very well.
I think that in the interest of time, if there are people, more people interested in knowing all these subjects, Zafar Saab is going to be around. I think Frank is also going to be a little bit around here. I don't know his schedule, he's a busy man. So we can all discuss offline these things. So please, let's start the other session. So I would like to invite Hassan Kamal Bhai to chair this